I wanted to have a certain way of dancing. We came from Russia and we had this technique of filling the stage. But still with this, I was moving these legs out more and more turnouts and stronger knees and more turns and bigger jumps. You have to know what they need. You have to know what's lacking. As some people, they have a little more of that and less of this. See, the bodies are different. One acquires a little faster speed, the other one have a little more of elevation. You have to watch everyone separately, see what each one needs.
We were rehearsing Raimonda Variations, and I guess I was about 18, and everything was very new to me. And I was in the corps de ballet, and at one point, two of the corps girls come forward in a big assemblée. It's my big moment to shine, and we did it, and he stopped, and he said, "Why are you saving? Why aren't you jumping?" I said, "Oh, well, I thought I was, but I'll try it again." So we went back, and here I come again, and this went on about 4 or 5 times. He kept making me go back to the corner and try it again. So by the 5th time, I was getting a little aggravated by this. So I came plowing down the center of the floor in this big assemblée, and I slipped just as I took off. So I went flying through the air on a tilt and landed on the floor, on my back, right at his feet. And I looked up, and I said, "Was that it?" And he said, "Yes, dear, that was it."
I was talking to him one day, and I said to him, "You know, Mr. Balanchine, sometimes I don't quite feel like I'm really dancing, that it's me. I don't understand. I explained to him that there was some kind of a transition that I felt that I hadn't gotten to, that I hadn't achieved, and I couldn't understand. I would watch other people dance, and I could see that they had gotten. I could see that they understood something about the dance that I didn't quite understand. I was still in the corps. I mean, I was starting to get soloist things from him. And he looked at me and he said, "You know, dear," he said, "one day you'll wake up and you'll know." He said, "We can't teach it to you." He said, "But I know you will get it. One day you will get it." And he said, "I am a gardener." He said, "All of you are flowers, and some of you bloom very early and some bloom later, and some will last for a whole season and some will last for part of a season." He goes, "And each one of you is a different flower and will give a different perfume."
To be in a performance when Mr. Balanchine was in the front wing was something very special because it was his normal place, and you could almost always find him there every performance. And there was such a feeling of inspiration coming from that wing that even to this day we call it Mr. B's wing.
When he was in the wings, the power of his presence made everybody feel that he was sort of like there looking only at you.
You really felt committed to doing it correctly. You also felt good that someone was watching you all the time. And it reminded you, it was a great focus instrument, I felt, because it always reminded you to stick to what he was wanting and asking you for during the day in rehearsals.
I didn't feel nervous that he was in the wing watching. I actually felt it was comforting to me, and it was more supportive than judgmental.
When you're on stage, you can still hear his voice in certain ballets giving you encouragement.
And Mr. B asked you to crawl on all fours and do it, you would say, "Right now, okay, I'll do it." And then I remembered that, you know, in Don Q, he has a section where there are pigs, and you have to scurry across the stage as a pig. But it didn't matter, because if you were a good pig, that's what counted. So you'd scurry across being a pig, and if he was like, "That's right," then you're like, "Oh, it was a wonderful pig." You know, it didn't matter because it meant, and he had respect for that. He had respect for whoever you were and whatever you did. When he saw the integrity that you gave to your work and the love and the devotion, he respected it, whether you were a child, whether you were an apprentice, a corps member, a soloist, or his, you know, ballerina. It didn't matter.
I find myself looking into Mr. B's wing a lot more often than normal during this celebration.
What I had really, I could see and hear, probably better than anybody. And maybe that's the blessing, you see. God said to me, "No, that's all you're going to have. You're going to just see and hear. And it's not your business to think." I said, "Fine." I don't know myself except dancer. I am a dancer. Even now I'm old, but I still can move. Oh, I can tell exactly how it feels to dance. So I can teach, I can stage. So it's like horse is a horse. If you ask horse why you are a horse or what are you doing, you just live horse life. That's what I do.